let me tell you something. I moved to Connecticut, right? We're new to Connecticut, new to our schools and so on, trying to make friends. Well, not long ago, a friend of ours came to us and said, hey, did Megyn see a bunch of senior guys in this restaurant boozing it up while underage and call the cops and call the head of the school on the boys? And Doug was like, hell no. He's like, we haven't even been at that restaurant. And then he asked me, he was like, you weren't at this restaurant calling the cops and calling like right now. I'm like, of course not. What is it? What is this? And he said, all we know at the school is that it was a Connecticut mom who has a podcast. And I'm like, well, I agree that I meet those two criteria, but I did not do any of this. And so apparently the rumor spread that it was me. And I'm trying to make new friends here. Meanwhile, half the people are running around thinking you called the cops on my kid for having an underage, drink. Screw you. And I'm like looking at everybody now like, it wasn't me. Well, guess what? Now America knows it wasn't me because guess who it was?
Oh no.
Outed herself on her podcast. It was Real Housewife Bethenny Frankel.
Oh my God.
Yes.
The lady who, doesn't she make booze? She makes like skinny margarita booze.
She makes booze, but she doesn't want underage men drinking it apparently. And
I wonder if people drink her booze, underage kids.
She went at this whole thing on her podcast. Here's just a snippet. Listen.
There was a group and they were drinking these large cocktails and they all just looked so young to me, right? And boys sometimes look younger. They're not wearing tons of makeup and promiscuous clothing. They just looked so young. So those drinks came out. I checked it. I thought about it. I remember saying like, how is this restaurant serving them? And my daughter, and they're so stupid. They're talking about the prom in a restaurant. They're consuming alcohol. And I see them get into cars and drive away. Now you just fucking put me over the edge. Like we went from the giant cocktail to the beer back, to the bottled beer back, to the shot. So by the way, I took a picture of the table 3 times. These guys drive away. I take a picture of the car and the license plate. I find myself on the phone calling the police. I'm like, these guys drank excessively. They're underage. But I make an agreement with myself and I say to my friend, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the headmaster of the school. So I told the story and I said, I have a picture. I'm going to send you a picture. Can you tell me if these are students from your school? And they said, these are students from my school. But they said, we will not expel these kids, but there will be very serious ramifications. Like, I'm down for the parents knowing, possibly something legal.
So it wasn't me. It was Bethenny Frankel. And I have to say, she said she didn't want them expelled. But I have to tell you, not only was it not me, but I would never do that. If I actually saw a bunch of underage kids in a bar boozing, I would ignore it probably, to be perfectly honest with you. And then if I saw them getting behind the wheel of a car, I would probably say either you're calling the Uber or I am, or we can call your mom. That would be another plan. But
she doesn't seem to be mad at the restaurant, by the way.
She was like, I'll handle the restaurant. She said to the head of school, but like to call their school, to call the cops, to try it. Like, I know she says she didn't want them expelled, but you really can blow up the kid's life over doing something that, honestly, let's face it, the vast majority of us all did, not drink and drive. But she doesn't know if there was a designated driver and so on and so forth. What do you make of my wrongful accusation and the fact that I've been vindicated? And how did Bethenny handle it in your view?
Well, first of all, you're wrong about not all of us not drinking and driving because Moynihan's from Boston.
I've never done that.
So
I didn't say driving. I said underage drinking.
Oh, I never underage drank.
Yeah.
Never at a restaurant that I can give you the address of.
Can somebody get Jumbo's back on the line?
Yeah, but by the way, that voice, by the way, good Lord. And just for the record, your clothing cannot be promiscuous. She's like, they've got the clothing, they dress like whores. I'm like, just let them have fun. Good Lord, woman. But yeah, honestly, I mean, it is crazy that your thing is to rat on random kids that you don't even know if they go to school there. You're saying,
right, you're like trying to track them down. And she's like, I made the headmaster assure me they weren't getting expelled. Well, did they get kicked off a sports team? Did like this is a very aggressive. Again, you don't know. Did all of them drink the same? Maybe one stayed sober. Like, are you sure that this is, to me, beyond? And so I just really wanted to get on the record.
And she blames it on you.
I had nothing to do with it.
Blame Megyn Kelly. She'll take the fall.
Black Rifle Coffee Company is a veteran-founded company serving premium coffee to people who love America. They develop their explosive roast profiles with the same mission focus learned as military members serving this great country of ours. Black Rifle Coffee imports high-quality coffee beans from Colombia and Brazil, and they roast them 5 days a week at their facilities in Manchester, Tennessee, and Salt Lake City, Utah, which means you get the freshest coffee possible, no matter where you live. Enjoy the awesome packaging and unique flavors like Silencer Smooth, Lava Panther, and all of them sound so cool, and they are delicious. The best way to enjoy Black Rifle's freedom-filled coffee is with the Black Rifle Coffee Club. When you join the club, you see, your brew of choice is roasted, it's packaged, and it's shipped free to your door on your schedule. Not only do you save a trip to the store, you receive special discounted pricing on roasts, you gain access to exclusive products, partner discounts, and you get to be part of the coolest club on the planet. The most important piece of it is you can get the mugs, which are my favorite mugs. I love them. They're just the right size. They have cool designs. It's a win-win situation. Buy at blackriflecoffee.com. Use the code MK at checkout for 20% off your purchase and your first coffee club order. blackriflecoffee.com/MK. Use that code MK, please. Black Rifle Coffee is America's coffee. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.